Hey, what's up, everyone? Another Sunday coffee break. Not really that busy this week. Just getting a lot of stuff buttoned up so I can start getting busy on some other things. I wasn't very active this week on YouTube, posting videos and shorts and stuff like that. Let's see, I posted a 10-minute video with my mic setup here. As you can see, I'm using my studio mic now. I feel that the audio quality is a lot better with the studio mic. I tried the wireless. I've had problems with my wireless in the past where I get about halfway through a video and then it doesn't want to, the audio quits, or it comes in and goes out, comes in and goes out. So I only use them sparingly when I absolutely have to. The wired mic that I had hooked up, I had nowhere to put it, and I had it down here, and every time I kind of lean forward, I'd kind of lose one side, one channel, and just got tired of pissing with that, and I just figured, might as well just break out the studio mic, get it out here, get it set up, and then I don't have to worry about it. The studio mic works good. So I worked on that and got a video put up, just a little short 10-minute video that tanked. Nobody really gives a crap about a mic setup, I guess, or studio setup. Friday was the update for Leaper Flea Market. I went through everything that was going on at Leaper Flea Market and the marketing and what we're doing, and what Lynn's finally getting some results and getting some inquiries back, so that helps. I know everybody's thinking that this is the end of the season, but the end of the season doesn't mean we can't start working for next year, and that's what we have to do in order to keep everything fresh in everybody's mind that we have the flea market, and we want people to come and see us. We want vendors to come and set up. Plus, I'm going to keep pushing the Facebook group. If you don't belong to the Facebook group, please join if you are interested in finding out more as to what's going on down there. I post a lot of stuff and have a lot of fun there. Kind of working through social media stuff. I'm not a big social media guru by all means. I know I kind of can muddle through and get my way around and through some stuff. The Facebook group was easy for me because I've had groups in the past, so I knew how to set all that up and get that up and running. It's the other things. I'm not a big TikTok fan or Instagram, and stuff like that. I don't know what to do with those. I guess we need somebody younger that works on TikTok and Instagram and can kind of give me some pointers, or give Lynn some pointers as to what we should be doing on TikTok and Instagram to just continue to grow the flea market. Next year, this winter, I'm going to be working on a campaign for the arcade and the retail. I definitely have been putting that off long enough, and I need to start pushing the arcade and the retail more and more. I'll probably have another group for the arcade and retail. I haven't decided yet. I know I'll have a page for it where I can post a lot of stuff for the arcade and the retail part of it. So that's up and coming. Eventually I will be doing that this winter. Once I finish up the flea market, and once I finish up some stuff which I'm finishing up now for the flea market, I will start moving into some other things to work on as far as for the arcade and the retail. the arcade stuff out in the garage, and all that's I'll still be doing all that. That's a big part of my channel, is working on the arcade machines and electronics and game systems and whatever. That's one of the biggest parts of my channel. The Sunday coffee break is just something I like to do and kind of inform people as to what's going on and what I'm going to be doing, because I can't, it's kind of hard to put that stuff into my regular videos that I am doing. As I'm working on something, I can't just say, oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to have a Facebook group. It just, no. So that's why the Sunday coffee break. Plus, I can kind of update you, too, on the flea market. There's a lot of people that are interested in the flea market. So I kind of do some stuff on here, too. But I actually do the update. I try and have it out on Thursday, but this week I was waiting on some stuff to come in, so I had to do it on Friday because I had some stuff to report and I was just waiting for it to come in. That was Friday. Saturday, I posted a video on one of those pieces of electronics that I picked up at the auction, the Sony STRDE 895 receiver. Nothing wrong with it. It just needed cleaned up and the top painted on it, so if you watched it, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was a kind of a shorter video too for my Saturday video. I try and get my Saturday video up a little further, as far as like 45 minutes to an hour, just because that's what I do. And throughout the week, I try and post some short stuff, like on Wednesday, something short. This week it was like I said, the studio, which, that's all right. So yesterday was the Sony, and we got it all squared away and up and running and working. That way I can work on the other pieces of electronics, stereo equipment that I picked up, and I can just kind of do a kind of a small series on it. Looks to me like most of the stuff's not going to need anything, so it's just going to be a matter of testing it out and having some fun with it and that. And that one got hit with a copyright for one of my songs that I had on it that I downloaded from YouTube. Go figure. In the audio library, they give you all this music you can use that's okay for creators to use, and you won't get hit with copyright. So I put that in there, and guess what? I get hit with a copyright. It's kind of nice. But at this point, it doesn't matter. Let's see, and this week, what else did I do? That's about all I actually did on videos. I did work on a couple of game systems. I worked on an Xbox 360, what there was nothing interesting to record on that, so I never even turned on the camera. And I worked on a little Nintendo 2DS that the main board is bad on. And same thing, I got it up, got it all put together, and got it up and running, and it comes on, stays on for a little while, and then I get an error. And I haven't really looked up the error because I'm almost positive that one was water damaged. So there's something going on with it. It came to me, actually I got two of them came to me in pieces. They were in a bag. So I took two of them and built one. The one main board I know is bad because it was rusty. And the one I did use, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's bad as well. But I'll check it out. It may be that I'm getting the error because of the rear-facing cameras. And I'll swap them out. And if I do end up getting it to work, I will probably turn on the camera and we'll go through it, and I'll show you what's going on and get it up and running again. Don't know for sure. on that. And let's see, next week, I got back to work. Well, I got back to work this week on the AMI Row CD100 jukebox, and I did everything in my power and came to the conclusion that my CD player, the main board on the CD Pro, is bad. I've tried different lasers, new lasers in it, and I still get the same thing. It just, right now it's just putting the disc on the player and it just sits there. It doesn't even try and spin or nothing, even with a brand new laser. So I come to the conclusion that it's that board, and what I am going to do is I am going to send that in. I think it's Jeremy's Jukebox. They rebuild them. They rebuild the CD players for about $200. You send it to them, they'll check it out for $15 and then tell you what it's going to cost to fix it. Or I think you can buy a refurbished one for $200, which is about half the price of a new one. But I'll send it to them and see what they say, and it may be that the board, and it may be a little cheaper. I don't know. But that's the route I'm going to go with my CD jukebox. I'm just at the point where I'm tired of throwing parts at it to see what the hell is going on. If it's the main board, I can't do nothing with it. I don't know enough about the main board on those CD Pros to screw with it. So I'll send it in, and hopefully we'll get back a working CD Pro CD player for our jukebox. But I'm going to do that. But I have enough footage. I have a ton of footage of cosmetic work that I've been doing to this jukebox. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for the CD player to come back, I will start posting more videos on the CD jukebox as to me doing a lot of the cosmetic work, getting it cleaned up, getting everything working on it, besides the CD Pro, of course. And you know, I can get it that far so when it does come in, we can put it in, get it playing, and then we can button everything up and it'll be ready to go. Also, so I do believe that I have enough footage probably to keep it going for probably a month if I posted one a week. I don't know. I may be sticking some short ones in there, just some few little things that I'm doing to it or I did to it. Most of the cosmetic work is done. I have a couple of things that I'm looking for in order to dress it up. Mainly the barbershop lights on the front door. I need the tubes and the what do you want, the clear acetate or colored acetate that you put on it, so it'll, so you have a color when it's turning. Motors are working, they turn. I have a video of that, and I'll show you that. The tubes were good. Well, as good as they were going to get. And I had them sitting on my pinball machine, and they fell off and dang near shattered. They're just so dried out and brittle. I was afraid to even put them back together because they were that brittle. And it's only 2-inch clear tubing, and I can get the 2-inch clear tubing, and that's no big deal. The colored acetate, what I'm thinking, I think it's acetate, whatever it is. The clear color paper, plastic. I am going to get the colored sheets at Hobby Lobby, and I will cut them on an angle, and then I can wrap them and make my own. And that way I can do my own colors too. Probably a little brighter and look a little better, but hey, have some fun. Well, because that stuff's not available. At least I haven't seen it. That clear, colored clear plastic, the one side, you just took it out, and then if you tried to open it up a little bit so you could clean it, it just cracked, fall apart. The other side must have been replaced at some point because it was still in pretty good shape. So at least I have the dimensions and everything for it. And it just kind of rolls up and sits down inside the tube, and then you set the tube down over the fluorescent tube, and a little motor on the bottom with a little rubber wheel turns it, and slowly, and you just kind of get that color effect. The small tubes up along the side for the title rack were missing altogether, and they're supposed to have a clear tube over that colored plastic inside a small tube, and it fits over your fluorescent tube, and that gives you your light, your colored lights. Finding out a lot of different things about this, and a lot of stuff that didn't work that is now working. And I think you'll enjoy that series when I finally get back and start posting it, which I'm hoping. I'm going to start working on those videos again this week, and I'm going to start posting some stuff on the AMI Row CD 100 jukebox, which will be, like I said, that'll be fun. I got a ton of cosmetic work on it. It just sat somewhere in a bar for probably 10-15 years and got nothing but covered in smoke. That one was disgusting. I got some transfers in this week. Worked on some t-shirts. I have some t-shirts I'm going to show you here shortly. I got them in for the arcade, the retail part, and I got a few different ones in for somebody that is a little picky about their shirts. I'm not going to name any names, but she does not like unisex t-shirts. She doesn't like the collar. The collar is too close to, they get a little too close up around your neck. And I have some of them too. I know how she feels. I have some t-shirts that I won't wear because seems like the neck collar is just so stinking tight. You put it on, it's right around your neck. That's why I can't wear turtlenecks or anything like that, and it drives me nuts if I have to wear a tie, where I have to button that shirt all the way up. Ugh. But I worked on that. Worked on those. I'll show you those here in a second. I also got in the transfers for the coffee mugs. I got coffee mugs in that I'm going to be working on. Those are a little different animal to work on besides the t-shirts, so those will take a little bit of time, but I will get them going. And hopefully I'll have some up for sale for everybody if they want a coffee mug, and I'll take some down to the flea market as well, because I have them for the Sunday coffee break and for the flea market. I put the logo, shrunk the logo down so I will fit on a coffee mug and from the t-shirts, and so it'll be the same as the t-shirts. Those will look good. It's just a matter of me sitting down and working on them. And let's see, so let me get this done here. Oops, sorry about that. So this is one of the ones that I came up with for the arcade. Now, it turned out good. I don't have my heat press is only 12 by 12. So on the extra large, it could be a little bit larger than 11 by 11. That's about where I can stay for safety on my heat press. But it turned out really well. And that one I'll wear. And that one will be available to for purchase over at the arcade. And I may even start selling the stuff online. You know, I got to kind of generate some money to kind of justify doing all this for YouTube. And let me grab, this is the design I came up with for the retail side, which is basically my mom. She takes care of all the retail. Betty's kitchen corner, and yes, that's a small. So the smaller t-shirts, the transfers look a lot better because they fill up the t-shirt a lot more, and they look a lot better. That's a purple. These ones will also be for sale when I get everything all done. I'm doing them in purple, pink, there's the blue. Now the arcade, right now I just did one gray one because I wanted to see how the gray was gonna, or that logo was gonna look on the gray, and it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably try it on black. I have some black extra large. I'll put one on a black and see how it looks. There's kind of a maroon. Nice t-shirts. Mainly I try and go with either Hanes or Gildan. Gildans are really a nice shirt. The two different makes, so they have a different fit. That's why these ones coming up are going to be different brands because of just the different fits. This one is for Miss Picky. Nice V-neck. And this one, this is a basic charcoal gray, and as you can see, this is a medium. The torso area is, you know, cut more like a regular unisex t-shirt. Nice t-shirt, though. That was a medium. This is the same thing in a large, because I wasn't sure. You know, that's a big shirt. So I know that's going to be too big for. And the last one I have here, this is Ideal. Little different material on this one. That one's more, those are more of a 50-50 blend. This one, I can't remember what it is. I think this one's like 60-40 or 70-30 on low on the cotton. So it has such a different cut. Get off it. You can see, you know, the neck has a split in the V. The V-neck is a little bit bigger as well, and it seems like the torso is a little bit of a V style. So I have those for her to check and see what she likes, because she's kind of my test subject as well, as far as doing some women's t-shirts, because there's not very many. I have this in the dark gray, excuse me. I have this in the light gray and a silver. The silver is really a neat color. And if she does like this style more than the other, then I'll probably go with with this. It's a smoother material, not a cottony feel, and it's a little thinner. You know, kind of really perfect for a summer shirt. So those I'll make her my guinea pig, and she can try them on and tell me what she thinks. She knows what size she wears, so that's what's good, because then I can check the different cuts and see which one is closest to an actual size, because it seems like every t-shirt, every brand is you know, they're cut different, or the sizes are different. I don't know if some of them are, some places go with metric, and other ones go with standard, and other ones go with British, and you know, whatever, right down the line. So everything's kind of screwed up as far as size-wise goes. So you got to try different sizes. The unisex are pretty simple. Most of those extra large fits anybody that wears an extra large and medium. You know, right down the line, everything's kind of the same. But it seems like on some of these, the V-necks, the women's V-necks and t-shirts, they're a little bit different cut. So you have to kind of find out what the women like. You know, some women like their shirts clingy, so they're hugged right to them, you know, to show off whatever they're trying to show off. And other ones like a little bit of room, so when you're bending over, your shirt doesn't go halfway up your back, and then everybody can see that you're wearing a thong. But so she's my guinea pig. She's going to let me know. And as you know, I did work on my audio and my lighting. I'm still not totally happy with my lighting here. But, you know, it's a work in progress when you start out with an empty hole and you're turning it into a studio, or an empty room, empty corner, you know, empty barrel, whatever you're making your studio into. The lighting. Audio, you know, you can work out audio pretty quick, but the lighting is just trying to get it set to where the lighting looks good. Right now it looks okay because I still I have the Halloween theme, so a little bit of shadowing here and there. It looks good, looks more like a, you know, a Halloween setting. But when I come up to Thanksgiving and I start decorating the studio for Thanksgiving, you know, I want everything. I don't want shadows behind the turkey or whatever. So I'll definitely have to work on my lighting quite a bit. This week is going to be back to work on the claw machine as well. I'm gonna. I haven't even started that series just because I've had so many problems with that brand new brand new main board. It just, you know, they tell you this is a replacement for the Big Choice, Betson Big Choice claw machine. And you get it in and it's like, well, the wiring's totally different. None of the wiring matches up with your gantry. And then you look at your gantry wiring diagram, and there's not as many wires on it as what they're telling you to use with the new board. So it's a matter of getting the combination just right to where, you know, everything's going to work properly. I have it going about 75%, and then other things came up, and I kind of tucked it off to the side for a while until I have the time, which this week I'm going to get back on it. And I have a bunch of stuff, like I said, videos in the can for the CD100, jukebox, so I'll be posting some of that stuff, and then I'm going to continue working on the claw machine, and hopefully I can get it to the point where I can start that series and start showing you what I'm doing to it. I haven't touched any of the cosmetics with it because that one I had to concentrate on getting the gantry and everything working properly, along with your joystick, and, you know, dropping the claw and the claw closing and in the right time, and not pushing a button and it comes down about 2 inches, closes, and then goes back home. So I have a lot of work to do with that, and that one I didn't do any of the cosmetics on it yet because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it all worked out. Where the jukebox, I knew I get everything working. I know I can get the CD player working on it even if I have to send it out, which I'm going to have it redone. That way it's just a matter of working on everything else and getting everything else working, which is coming along pretty good. I was kind of hoping to have the claw machine out of the garage at this point and have Black Pyramid in, so I could start working on it and doing some videos on working on Black Pyramid again. But hey, this stuff, when you're trying to swap new boards, putting new technology into old technology, you're going to have problems. And guess what? I'm having problems. But I'll get it worked out. It's just a matter of just sitting in front of it and working out the switch wires. And you'd think it would be easy, but it has to do so many things. Each switch does more than just, going up, stopping. No. It has to go up and stop and then tell the board that it's up and stopped and now it's time to go home. So it can go over, go home, and then another switch has to tell it, okay, now that it's up, stopped, at home position, now open the claw. So then the claw has to open. So it's a matter of just figuring that all out, and between the two of them, the wording is totally different as far as explaining to you as to which switch actually does what. So the old Betson wiring, tells you, front limit, and the new wiring says, what the hell did it say? God, it's been a while since I've messed with it. Yeah, it says front limit, and then the new board has something like home position or back limit forward, something like that. It's really weird. So you got to kind of decipher, which one or which is which. And now I'm to the point where I'm thinking that the schematics that I got with Big Choice wasn't the original schematics for Big Choice, because I've come across some stuff in the pack, in the big envelope that I got with it, that says Greyhound on it. So I'm I'm starting to wonder if this used to be a the schematics I have are for a Greyhound claw machine, and I have a Big Choice Betson, whatever. And there's just not much out there either for finding schematics and wiring diagrams for the Big Choice. And it's supposed to be the same as an Action Claw, but I have found so many differences between the Action Claw and this Big Choice. This is a Big Choice Deluxe. So that's probably why I ended up with it, is because somebody else couldn't figure out nothing with it either. And the old board that was with it is just, it's a dinosaur. And there's pieces, parts broken and missing off of it. So and if I don't have a actual schematic telling me what's missing on it, I don't know what the hell to fix on it. But that's where I'm at with it, and hopefully I can get it to the point where I can start posting some videos on it. I'd like to get it finished up and get it over to the arcade, even though the arcade's closed. At least I can get it out of the garage and get something else in and start working on it. I have other things in there that I am working on, mainly our old Chicago coin I'm still messing with it. As soon as summer hit, it kind of got put on the back burner, and I haven't done much with it. And now that winter's coming on, and I'll have more time, I'll get back to it, and we'll get the bottom mech panel on that one all squared away. I have one or two relays that are missing, and for the life of me, I still haven't found my box of extra relays. So eventually, it'll turn up. It's a turn up. All right, so I think I've rambled on and had some fun here with you as long as I care to, and probably as long as you care to sit and listen to me. So that's going to be it for this week's edition of Sunday Coffee Break, and I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I hope everybody has a great week coming. We're into fall, leaves are changing, squirrels are running around collecting their nuts and hiding them. This weekend's first weekend archery season here, so, and we got Apple Fest and all kind of crap going on for the fall weather. So I hope to see you next Sunday on the new edition of Sunday Coffee Break. Until then, see ya.